some great clutch hits for you guys down the stretch. I know it's been a struggle this year. How encouraging was that to see today?
Yeah, we hit the ball hard today. It was tough the first 6, 7, 8 innings. These guys got good pitching. I think they've always kind of had good pitching, and I think we probably missed our main guy too, Peralta. But I felt like in the extra innings, some balls kind of fell down for us and went through. We flipped some balls in. We battled 2 strikes, some big knocks, and Adley with the big hit there at the end.
What's your blood pressure after a game like that, which ends in your first managerial win?
I was thinking about that. That's funny you asked that. I don't think it's too different from coaching third base. I mean, it's sitting out there and coaching third base in a big game or a playoff game as we have here the last couple years. It's a pretty similar feeling, and it's probably a pretty similar feeling to managing a team in the minor league playoffs. Probably not too different. So, it's a different feeling in a weird way, but I was definitely used to it and kind of ready for it.
We've seen some fight from this team the last few days, maybe of the too little, too late variety, but to keep falling behind and to keep coming back, how impressive just was that to see from a team that had lost 8 straight and had every reason to maybe give up each time?
Yeah, that's just more of the group. I mean, they fought for height all year too, so it's just more of the group. It's who they are. We don't expect them to do anything special for me. I mean, they kind of have been that way all year. So something that we're accustomed to seeing with these guys, and it was nice to kind of stop the bleeding today.
You talked to the late innings this week. How do you look at that? Is it encouraging that the way y'all are playing the late innings, or just discouraging that maybe you weren't doing it earlier? Or how do you kind of approach that?
Yeah, these guys got good pitching. I mean, they got good starting pitching, and we battled, and their relief pitching is really good too. And for whatever reason, we were able to handle them probably a little better than their starters these last few days, and so be it.
You had said a few days ago that there was some anxiety in taking over this job. Is it a little bit of a weight off your shoulders to finally get that first win?
Not me. This whole thing isn't about me managing. I like, even win the game and everybody's congratulating you for your first win. I don't really feel that way about it. It's more for the players and the organization. I mean, the players have been through a lot here. I think we lost 6, 7, 8 in a row. I have no idea. And then obviously the change in the organization. So I just think for the organization and the players to win the game, I think that's what's important.
Does it feel like a weight off the shoulders of the organization to snap a losing streak?
I think any organization that's lost has a losing streak probably feels that way, yeah.
With the way extra innings goes, and 1-run games could be so tenuous in an extra inning with an automatic runner. The fact that Rutschman blasted that 3-run home run there, not just for him but for the team. I mean, how good was that to give you an ample lead in that situation?
Well, they were kind of down to it. Alexander was out there. I think it was Abner, I think Uribe is his name. I think he was 3 in a row. And then the big lefty that they really like, Koning, was 3 in a row. I don't know if they would have came out. Alexander might have been their last guy. So I felt like kind of as we were going and the game was going, if we could hang in there, we'd maybe get to the end of it. Maybe Alexander was emergency today. Maybe he was up. But, Adley hits the 3-run homer. I think kind of what's lost in the whole thing is some of the plays that Heston made. In the 10th inning, Heston hits the cutoff guy. Baker gives up the hit. Guy scores. Heston comes up, keeps the ball down. Uri's cuts the ball, throws the ball to second base right there. If Heston kind of flies that ball to the plate, guy walks into second base. Contreras is sitting over there, who's kind of giving us fits over the last couple of years. So Adley with the obvious homer there that kind of put us out of it. But for me, it was Heston who kind of got us to that moment.
How about the 4 hits from O'Hearn?
It's unnoticeable. I think just how he is, and I looked up at one point and saw that he had 4 hits, and I was like, how did Ryan get 4 hits? But I think you just kind of get used to this guy every day and how he just puts the ball in play, hits the ball hard, he gets hits. I mean, I think his numbers probably show that he's been doing this all year, and really the last couple years. It was great. It's kind of the same thing that we've seen. His command of like 10 pitches or whatever it is, I have no idea, but he throws the ball wherever he wants. He's awesome. I mean, he's kind of been our stopper, and he did it today.
Felix back days for the first time since Tommy John. How do you think he did?
Just didn't have command of his fastball, and I think we've kind of seen that here for a couple outings, like just spraying the fastball a little bit. I think the more we get him in there right now, I think we'll start to see that. The velocity on the fastball looked pretty good. I think I looked up, the first pitch was maybe 97. We've seen him come out, though, 95 a couple times when he's on like 6-7 days rest. So the idea of getting him in the game was just to kind of get him going and stop having so many long layoffs so he can continue to build his arm back up to where it was.
Always a decision. You put Batista back-to-back for the first time this season. Did you have some hesitation?
No, it's been part of the organizational plan about this point to start that process for him.